Ever wondered how a miss in the job sector can buoy the stock market? In the most recent twist of events, the Dow, S&P 500 and Nasdaq edged higher despite a significant miss in the ADP jobs data. It all began with the release of a disappointing ADP jobs report indicating a slowdown in private sector hiring growth. This news prompted the US stocks to see slight gains. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq rose, while the Dow Jones remained flat. Following the weak employment data, President Trump criticized Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, urging him to lower interest rates. Meanwhile, tariffs on steel and aluminum imports were doubled, adding a twist to the ongoing US-China trade talks. Economic indicators painted a picture of a pause in the US economy, with the services sector contracting for the first time in a year. Despite this, companies are increasingly holding Bitcoin in their treasury reserves, a sign of shifting market trends. In other news, a new ETF focusing on the AI sector was launched, offering investors a chance to capitalize on the burgeoning industry. However, treasury yields fell after the release of the disappointing economic data. Tesla stock also declined amid a budget dispute between Elon Musk and President Trump. To summarize, despite a big miss in the ADP jobs data, the Dow, S&P 500 and Nasdaq managed to edge higher. This was largely due to President Trump's criticism of the Federal Reserve Chair and the subsequent call for lower interest rates. The doubling of tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, however, added a layer of uncertainty to the ongoing US-China trade tensions. On the economic front, indicators signaled a pause in the US economy, with the services sector contracting for the first time in a year. Nevertheless, the launch of a new AI-focused ETF and the increasing trend of companies holding Bitcoin in their treasury reserves suggest new avenues for investment. Although treasury yields fell and Tesla stock declined, the resilience of the market in the face of these developments signals a potential shift towards a more sustainable trend. This, dear viewers, is the fascinating world of the stock market, where every cloud indeed has a silver lining.